Welcomes you to the following presentation of the National Football League.
It's a brisk night in the Midwest, but we've got football at Paycor Stadium in the Queen City of Cincinnati, Ohio.
Hi again, everyone. I'm Brandon Good. To my left, Charles Davis. And Charles, you focus on this Bengal team entering play. They're hot as can be. Winners of 8 of their last 9 games.
I don't know if you call this start a surprise exactly, but they've proven that they're going to be able to stand toe-to-toe with anybody.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Titans,
and able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
So here are the Titans now for their first drive. And a glance here at their quarterback, standing 6'3".
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
From the 35, here's 2nd and 2. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco.
And to the 42-yard line here, brought down there. Give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down.
1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
The numbers on the ground for Pacheco last week.
17 carries, 75 yards.
Well, obviously he didn't have a great deal of time between games, having to turn around on a short week and get ready for Thursday night football. But he said in pregame he was feeling pretty good and felt more recovered from last week's time.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Bengals grab it. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. And without a doubt, not the way they pictured that opening drive unfolded.
No, they were making progress. They weren't exactly in high gear, but they were making a few yards along the way. And now that they've coughed it up, you got to go back to the sidelines and regroup a little bit.
On the ground, this is Devon Achane.
They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for him.
You see the numbers on the ground a week ago for Achane.
18 carries, 80 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room, in the cold tub, trying to get his legs back for this game.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down.
And the Bengals, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They go play action. Daniels.
Escapes the sack, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently, he got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the 1st quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team.
Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the Titans are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. We'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 38-yard line.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Oh, that'll be incomplete. Boy, took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. You talk about this Bengals defense.
They were very good in the win over Dallas a week ago.
And the big difference in the game, their ability to force turnovers. Multiple, in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to the offense, the big difference in the game.
There's
That's impressive. Now the question, can they duplicate it?
Here we go. First down. 18.
Pacheco gets it up the gut.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
4 yards on
Here we go.
Second and 6.
Here's Pacheco once again.
And now they're going to get him down right at the line of scrimmage. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1?
Brings up 3rd and 7.
All right.
Stroud working out of the gun.
And he loses the football the second time.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed. There he goes, left side. And all the way in for the Cincinnati score.
Devon Achane with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bengals use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. A solid stiff arm.
And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here's Tennessee ready to begin this drive offensively. And they are back to 500 on the year, got the win last weekend, and it's one that kept their playoff hopes alive.
And if you do have those hopes, 500 is not where you want to be at this point of the year. Now, we know they've battled through some rough patches this season, so it now comes down to how they're going to finish. Not out of it. Can't afford any more missteps, though.
From the 35, back to work on 2nd and 4. On the handoff, it's Pacheco.
And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
And he appears to be about 2 feet short on 3rd and 3. Leaves him with a 4th and 1. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt.
Deep to return is Darius Davis.
They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
And the Bengals take over 1st and 10.
The Bengals drive about to get going.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Ready for the second quarter from Cincinnati. It's the Bengals with the football here, as they've got it with 2nd down and less than a yard. As it complete to Jackson Smith-Njigba.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
The Bengals at 9-1 on the year. They were winners the last time out, so they'll be looking here to make it 2 in a row.
And when you and I watched tape preparing for this, what we saw was a team that competed hard. And they played well in all 3 phases of the game. And I think if they can carry that over to this week, they've got a really good chance to emerge victorious yet again.
Brings up 3rd down and
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
Daniels looking to throw. Throw left side is complete on the diving effort. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first.
And the Bengals first down. First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
To the air goes Daniels. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there. And it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, every point certainly counts at this stage of the game. But after driving so far, you absolutely know they want to finish it with 6 instead of 3.
Let's go. To throw is Daniels. Throw caught by Achane. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 2 minutes gone by, second quarter.
Let's go.
They'll run. Achane. Able to break through that initial contact and winds up getting about 3 there. It's second down.
A 4-yard gain brings up second and
Here we go.
Here's Daniels. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey McBride, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals go up by 2 touchdowns. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. The Titans offense and their wide receiver getting set for this next possession. And as we move deeper into the season, he continues to put up big numbers on a weekly basis. As you see here, he's the NFL's leader in receptions to this point of the year. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. It hasn't gone particularly well for them, that's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
The offense on third down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now to punt this one away.
It's 4th down.
It's a 42-yard punt. They keep him to just a yard on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. Ready to go on offense. Out come the Bengals. And thus far, the weather has not slowed this offense down one bit. They've looked good so far in the first half.
They certainly have. And think back to our meeting with the head coach. And we asked him because we saw the forecast for this game, didn't we? We said, hey, have you prepared for this? And he talked about the different drills that they've done in adverse conditions, the wet ball drills, things of that nature. He said, I don't think it's going to slow us down much. We tend to handle it pretty well, and he's been right.
Boy, every time I see speed like that off the edge, Charles, I just don't know how these offensive linemen do it. I would think that they would get called for holding every play, and maybe they should have been called for holding on that one.
Yeah, maybe not just holding, but sometimes you end up setting back in the offensive backfield a little bit farther to try and help you with the edge. That's a penalty as well. Sometimes you're overset, they'll come inside of you. That's what speed does. It disrupts an offense. And right now, you've got to pay attention to this edge rusher on every single down.
Come on. Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
That might be the 3rd down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
It's just a 30-yard punt that time, no return. And it'll be Titan football. Looking to put a drive together. On the bootleg, Stroud. This pass complete to Rucker. And he's got a first down following a pickup of about 13 as we will take a pause here for the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play first half. It's 14-0. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
All right.
Here's Stroud. He'll check this one down to Pacheco. Solid move, but he's corralled just beyond the 40. 2nd down at 6 now from the 42. Throwing now is Stroud. Throws left side, complete to Keenan Allen. And he goes out of bounds and looks like right at the 50. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
1st down, Titans.
They'll run out of the gun with Pacheco. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. 2nd down and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Stroud to throw it. Allen's got it complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 31-yard line. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. A give right side for Pacheco. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. Here's 2nd and 3.
All right. 18. What's that?
Stroud looking to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Horton. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
A handoff now for Pacheco. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in half number 1. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Stroud. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going to lose yardage here. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. The kick by McManus is good. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, and trailing into break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try and plan a comeback.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. Now Daniels. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Makes it 2nd and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Back to throw. Daniels. Will get this complete to Trey Harris. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49.
6 yards.
Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1.
Chop 60, chop 60. 19 Lions. Pressure 80. Dragon 60.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
2nd and 10.
18, Rodney. 18, 70 Lions. Ready, ready?
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Quay Walker. And the Titans are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
And I think this is a situation where quarterback coach in the sideline is going to talk to a signal caller and say, listen, it's 3rd and long, and it's still early in the game. Let's not force things here. If we don't feel good about it, let's just check something down and punt the football.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Stroud.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle.
That is incomplete. So halftime is upon us, past the halfway point of the season and now past the halfway point of this game. We skip halftime and get right back to the action, set to begin the 3rd quarter.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here.
And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Bengals offense and Jaden Daniels getting set for this next possession. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his impressive season total as you take a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes at this point in the season. 98 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Here now, 2nd and 4.
Looking to throw. Daniels.
Open man is Kyle Pitts, his tight end.
And they will finally catch him, but not before he gets it to the 11. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
A run straight ahead with H.A.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to throw. Daniels.
They set up the screen. Achane has it.
And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. They'll wind up losing a couple yards here on the play, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Daniels. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Devon Achane
with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game.
And the Bengals are able to extend their lead.
The kicking team out now for the Bengals as they'll send this one away.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the 2nd half. Looking to put a drive together.
And Stroud now to throw.
And they set up the screen. That's complete. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with 2nd down coming up.
Stroud out of the gun here. There's a short one taken in by Otten.
So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Here's Logan Cook now. As the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 39 yards on the punt, give him just 1 yard on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive.
A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And, partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
Yeah, because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up third down.
Bronco switch, Bronco switch. Ready?
They'll run for it with Achane.
And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. They end up getting stuffed twice after that 9-yard gain back on first down.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped them, bringing up 4th down.
So the field goal unit is coming on here, and boy, this is going to be darn near impossible. And as is to be expected, this is nowhere near being good from that distance. And this will remain an 18-point lead. They try the 50-yarder and miss it, and now this offense has it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Quick throw by Stroud, complete out wide.
The goal of the wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Stroud working out of the gun. There's a short one taken in by Otten. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. Kenny Clark has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Here's Logan Cook now as he's on to punt for the 4th time tonight. And this will do the job nicely as that'll be out of bounds just inside the 10-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
2nd and 7.
Unlock Lions, unlock Lions. Let's go.
Again, it's Achane.
And he'll be about a 4 yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. 4th quarter coming up here on Thursday Night Primetime. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Off the play fake. Daniels. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
They're certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
The 28-yard line. A gain of 9 brings up 3rd and 1.
Now, the Bengals on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
And now an audible here into something else. Daniels looking to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he's going to have the Bengals 1st down by a couple of yards as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 1.
And the Bengals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
70 ranges, 70 ranges.
To the air goes Daniels.
A quick throw, but incomplete.
They're still throwing the football here. Obviously, the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
Yeah, I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on 3rd down.
Come on, come on.
To throw is Daniels. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, it's a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. He gets it complete to Harris. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25.
4 yards. That's another Bengals first down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Daniels. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down.
It's 2nd down and 10.
Ready? 7 Pirates, Cowboy 80. Ready?
Throwing now is Daniels. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. And the Titans are going to take over at their own 13-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll get this one up to about his 14. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
2nd and 9. Here's Stroud. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. They need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll air this one out for Mims. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Here's Logan Cook now, as he'll come on for his 5th kick of the night. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Now it's 2nd and 10.
18, Rodler, 18.
Here's Daniels. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
First down.
Ready?
1st and 10.
Operating from the gun. Daniels. Oh, wide open receiver. It's Harrison. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
29 more yards. That's another Bengals.
They'll look to throw again. Touchdown, Bengals. Trey McBride, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Bengals are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. And, Charles, they continue to have trouble stopping him as he's into the end zone yet again.
Yeah, that's multiple series now that have ended with him in the end zone. A perfect plan on how to utilize him best when they get in close.
And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Looking to put a drive together.
18.
They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
At the 21-yard line.
So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score.
Here we go.
Pacheco gets it again on second down.
Yeah, this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
Third down now. Those last two plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
18. That's it.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
First down.
They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. Stroud looking to throw. That's caught. It's Marvin Mims.
Well, Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game.
Here we go.
First down.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. That's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Fourth down. Stroud going to try to throw for it.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Horton. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing.
Here's Achane to start the drive.
And he gets this up to the 34, out of bounds there. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
At the 34-yard line.
Achane here, they stay on the ground. Now he's loose again. He may go.
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
So it goes from a 3-score to a 4-score lead here in the closing moments of the fourth quarter. And whether they got that bonus touchdown or not, it's been a pretty impressive performance.
And they did it with not much time left. But they took what little time was on the clock and used it well, didn't they? Put a real exclamation point on their win with that score.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
And this is dropped in incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game.
Well, this was a really nice display, Charles, of complimentary